Rent prices are rising across the country, but in some cities they're on track to absolutely explode by 2030. If you're planning to move or invest, these cities demand your attention. Today we're counting down the top 10 US cities where rent will explode by 2030, based on population growth, job creation, housing shortages, and rising demand. Starting off at number 10, we have Charlotte, North Carolina. This city has been a rising star for years, but now it's in full acceleration mode. Charlotte is drawing in thousands of new residents each year, thanks to its booming banking, tech, and healthcare industries. Major employers like Bank of America and Wells Fargo continue to expand their footprint in Charlotte, drawing even more high-income professionals into the rental pool. Despite the rapid influx, housing development hasn't kept up. Many neighborhoods in Charlotte are experiencing significant shortages in rental properties, especially in walkable urban zones. Charlotte City Council has approved zoning changes to increase density, but those developments won't come online fast enough. As demand increases and supply remains constrained, prices are expected to surge dramatically over the next 5 years. Charlotte's urban core is especially vulnerable, where walkable areas are limited and competition is intense. Some analysts predict that by 2030, Charlotte could see rental prices rival those of larger metro areas like Denver. Number 9 is Phoenix, Arizona. Known for its year-round sun, Phoenix has become a major magnet for people fleeing higher-cost states like California. Phoenix's population grew by more than 100,000 people in the past 2 years alone. With that popularity comes pressure, and Phoenix is adding residents faster than it can build housing. Environmental constraints, especially water access, are limiting large-scale development in Phoenix. As a result, older rental units are becoming more valuable in Phoenix's core neighborhoods. The Phoenix metro area is already seeing year-over-year rent increases that outpace inflation. Rents in neighborhoods like Tempe, Chandler, and downtown Phoenix have jumped by double digits annually. Experts believe by 2030, Phoenix may rival major coastal metros in terms of average rent for desirable neighborhoods. Phoenix's unique position as both a retirement destination and a young tech hub only fuels the housing crunch further. Number 8 brings us to Tampa, Florida. This Gulf Coast city is gaining ground fast due to its climate, cost of living, and business growth. Tampa is particularly popular among remote workers and retirees looking for a relaxed but connected lifestyle. With beautiful beaches and strong internet infrastructure, Tampa has become an ideal hybrid work city. While Tampa has made efforts to expand housing, demand has simply outpaced new supply. Zoning bottlenecks and land use restrictions have slowed new developments around Tampa's central business districts. The rental crunch is hitting both luxury and middle-tier units, driving up prices across the board. In Tampa, even modest 2-bedroom units are now commanding what used to be luxury rates just 5 years ago. Tampa's waterfront areas and suburbs are becoming harder to access without significant income. Some of the most competitive rentals in Tampa are now being leased within hours of posting. At number 7 is Salt Lake City, Utah. With a thriving tech scene and natural beauty, Salt Lake City is attracting more young professionals than ever. The city has emerged as a startup hub, backed by major universities and clean industries. Salt Lake City is now home to satellite offices from Google, Adobe, and other tech firms that draw high-earning tenants. However, Salt Lake City faces physical limits on growth, hemmed in by mountains and limited land for expansion. Salt Lake City's geography makes large-scale suburban sprawl more difficult than in flatter cities. That means fewer rental units being added at a time when demand is surging. With so many newcomers competing for limited supply, bidding wars are becoming common in Salt Lake City's rental market. By 2030, Salt Lake City could become one of the most rent-constrained cities in the western U.S. Residents of Salt Lake City may soon face affordability challenges similar to those seen in Seattle or San Francisco. Number 6 is Atlanta, Georgia. Historically one of the more affordable large cities, Atlanta is now on a different trajectory. The city's massive film industry, tech boom, and airport infrastructure are fueling consistent population growth. Atlanta has seen a boom in creative industries, drawing artists and entrepreneurs alike. Gentrification has transformed many of Atlanta's inner neighborhoods, pushing up rental prices rapidly. Even previously neglected areas in Atlanta like West End and East Atlanta are now hot rental zones. Affordable rentals are becoming rare, even in previously overlooked zip codes. Atlanta renters are facing longer commutes or higher costs with little in between. By 2030, Atlanta could see a reshaped rental landscape, with high prices across nearly every sector. Atlanta's future may resemble cities like Washington, D.C., where rent hikes reshape the urban fabric. Number 5 is Boise, Idaho. What once was a quiet state capital is now one of the fastest-growing metros in the country. Boise saw a massive surge in migration during the pandemic, especially from people leaving expensive states. The city of Boise welcomed many Californians seeking better quality of life and more space. But Boise's rental market is small and already stretched. New construction hasn't been able to fill the gap, and Boise faces a shortage of skilled labor to build fast enough. Since 2020, rents have skyrocketed, and local wages haven't kept up. Boise renters are spending larger portions of their income on housing, creating long-term economic concerns. By 2030, Boise could be one of the most rent-burdened cities relative to income. If trends continue, Boise might become the poster child for mid-sized city housing crunches. Number 4 is Dallas, Texas. A booming economy and friendly business climate have made Dallas a top destination. The city is adding new residents at an incredible pace, but housing inventory isn't keeping up in central and desirable neighborhoods. Dallas suburbs are growing rapidly, but commute times and traffic are worsening. Renters in Dallas are finding it harder to secure long-term leases without paying a premium. The competition in Dallas is especially fierce near employment hubs like Uptown, Deep Ellum, and the Medical District. With so many corporations moving headquarters to Dallas, the local housing demand is shifting toward upscale units. New luxury apartments in Dallas are often leased before they even finish construction. By 2030, Dallas may be unrecognizable to those who remember its lower-cost past. Dallas is entering a phase of transformation that could redefine housing norms in Texas. Number 3 is Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh has been on a steady upward climb, and it's about to get steeper. The city is a magnet for tech workers, biotech companies, and research professionals. Raleigh's proximity to Duke, UNC, and NC State makes it a natural landing spot for innovators. Raleigh's Triangle region offers a high quality of life, but zoning regulations and limited development zones have slowed growth. Strict building height restrictions in Raleigh have limited vertical growth options. Rentals near campuses, hospitals, and downtown areas are experiencing overwhelming demand. Raleigh landlords are seeing multiple applications per unit, sometimes before tours even happen. By 2030, Raleigh could be one of the Southeast's most expensive cities for renters. If current patterns hold, Raleigh may soon surpass Atlanta in average rent prices. Number 2 is Las Vegas, Nevada. Beyond the Strip and entertainment, Las Vegas has quietly become a magnet for relocation. Nevada's low taxes and pro-business environment have attracted workers, entrepreneurs, and digital nomads. Las Vegas is now a hotbed for remote workers escaping denser metros. However, the rental market in Las Vegas is suffering from a lack of long-term inventory. Much of Las Vegas housing stock is tied up in short-term rentals or vacation homes. With many properties tied up in short-term rentals, families and full-time residents face steep competition. The city is now cracking down on Airbnb-type listings, but the effects will take time. By 2030, Las Vegas could be one of the most difficult cities in the West for renters to secure housing. Unless new developments pick up, Las Vegas renters may face pricing pressure similar to Los Angeles. And at number 1, we have Austin, Texas. Austin's rise has been rapid, and it's showing no signs of slowing. Austin is home to giants like Tesla, Oracle, and Apple, with new residents arriving daily to chase opportunity. Austin's tech explosion has created one of the strongest job markets in the country. But Austin's housing supply has failed to match its breakneck demand, especially for rentals. Construction costs in Austin have surged, delaying many key projects. Even outer suburbs are seeing record-breaking rent increases year after year. Austin commuters are increasingly priced out of downtown, turning areas like Round Rock and Pflugerville into hot rental zones. Austin's downtown is already one of the most expensive rental areas in the South, and that trend is spreading outward. The city's cultural cachet only adds to the demand, especially among younger renters. By 2030, Austin may not just lead the region, it could rival some of the nation's priciest cities. If Austin continues on this trajectory, renters will need to act fast or be left behind. So what ties all these cities together? It's the perfect storm of economic growth, migration, and limited rental supply. These cities are the epicenters of America's housing pressure, and that's not changing anytime soon. Planning ahead could make all the difference in markets like these. For renters, it means planning ahead and watching the market closely. For investors, it means acting before everyone else does. The smartest investors are already keeping tabs on these high-growth rental markets, securing properties while prices are still climbing. Getting ahead of the curve in any of these cities could be the difference between building wealth and being priced out. Let us know in the comments. Do you live in one of these cities, or are you considering a move? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more housing insights and city deep dives every week. Your future rent could depend on it.